estate trading, but you can imagine that if you were buying a house and there was an election coming up, you just didn't know what kind of policies that government was going to have for housing, and you've got a buyer now that's willing to pay top dollar for your house, you take that, and then you say, I'll let the new buyer take on that risk, because if it goes up and it goes up, but they're willing to pay top dollar, but price still continues to go up, then yeah, good on them. But that's the risk that they took, which is not risk that I wanted to take, because me being wrong is not just about me hitting my stop loss and being out of the position. When I'm in an institution and I'm wrong and I'm holding some serious size, that could literally blow the company up. So it's just not worth taking that risk on. So what they do is they get out. They get out beforehand. Okay, so you guys at Trade Asia session, did you get any goodies?
No, I wasn't at the computer.
Yeah, that's cool. Only really for the ones that actively trade Asia session. Doesn't look like anyone really traded.
Nothing for me today.
You didn't? Cool. Oh, there you go, Michael. Not really, but ASX sales went well. Yeah, I thought that was Hong Kong was hard, was it? Okay, so let's mark our levels up. That's the first thing we've got to do, isn't it? So let's clear everything new week. First thing we do, or I do, is I'm going to go to that MD now. This session now. Okay, so this is right there, very nice, easy one. Okay, New York low, probably a target right there. Yeah, probably a target right there. Price is pushed down a long way though already. And we had a big drop. So I wonder if they try push price up to fill this gap as well. So I'll just mark up that level. Just mark up that level. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? That zone. This zone right here. Real structure. For price to make its way. Hasn't quite got there yet. So I wonder if they can try just do enough to get buyers interested again, to offload a little bit more. You have a pending short at 0.57. Okay. I'll look at that. Kind of in this zone, isn't it? Where you've got these previous rejections when price shot up. Has everyone got access to this yet? That wanted it? The session candle?
I don't think so. Do we need to give you email addresses or?
Just message Jim, PW Trader. It's just a real pain for him to. It's not easy as like just copying and pasting everyone's name into the indicator. So he was like, look, just whoever does want it, just message him.
Right. Cheers.
Just your username.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should, like, I wish it was just like copy paste for the others, but it's like it's literally for him. It's going to go in one by one by one. Okay, so at the moment I just see this area where we just launched. But because price is already like we've gapped down on the open, and price has been rallying, well not rallying, but like trending down. Got a bit of a zone across here. So that's a bit of a zone. Price has bounced a little bit, and then we've kind of sat there a bit. So I'm thinking we go down to this yellow bit at least, and ultimately once we get past that yellow bit, then I don't really see anything holding price up until this next one. So it's about another. I mean, it's close to another nearly 200 pips lower.
So Hayden, do you think it's going to push up and then to fill the gap there, and then we sell? We go short?
I'm not sure what it's going to do, but if it did push up and then failed to hold above there, then I think that would make sells be fairly simple. Where's my yellow? Oh, there it is. Hiding under the screen. Yeah, like.
So what if it goes straight down? What if it goes straight down? Are you going to? You're still going to go short? You're going to let it rebound and then or retrace and then buy the high again?
If it just drops and goes straight down, a little bit more difficult for me because I don't I don't want to. Sorry, let me go to this one because I don't want to sell when the stock is oversold. So if it goes straight down, it's a problem for me. It's a problem for how I get into it. So there will be a move. I'm sure there'll be a move that we can catch. It's just what London does in the open. That can be inconsistent. So it's more than likely it's going to go straight down. But if it did happen to push up, that'll be a bit of a gift for us. Okay. Let's just look at this one. Hey Jim, would it be easier for you? I'm not sure like how the code is structured, but for this session candle, would it be easier to put something into the Jim sessions indicator so that you can click it on and click it off?
That's a good idea. Yeah, they use the same type of code, so I'll have a look.
Okay, thank you. Might be easier than having separate indicators, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so see this, like, this is the alternative day indicator. So what we've done, what Jim's got here is that instead of, this is just what the daily candle would look like, but I've just changed it so the candle starts, the new day candle start at 8 a.m. rather UK time. So basically the London session starts the day rather than Asia session. So saying that London and New York has the most volume, so they do most of the move. Asia kind of just continues on. So if we looked at like where London and New York started accumulating from, they started accumulating from down over here. Now, if they perceive that this is for this latest run up, Now, if they perceive that this threat is enough for them to have offloaded risk up here, which I'm pretty sure they would have offloaded that now with the risk of it all, then I can imagine that the market's got a pretty weak floor underneath until it gets down to this area. Because I'd say that whoever caused this rally, I'd say they're probably out of this trade already. So if we could get some sort of pullback
the downward chin
up
a
here,
couple of days.
then
So
that
you'll
would
often
be
see someone tilt their chin down slightly.
nice to keep on trading down further for another 200 pips. So hopefully it gives us a pullback first. It'll be so much easier if it does give us a pullback first. Because I don't want to, like, the risk reward when price is on the stocky, when we're oversold already. So see like here, like when price is oversold, it still goes down. So if you got the trend right and you sold at oversold, but you were able to survive the pullback, you know, there's only a matter of time before you're in profit again. So I'm sure there's probably not a bad, like, I think there's a lot more downside. There are some people that would be sat in profits from selling already. So it depends if they want to profit take, but I don't think there'd be a reason for them to profit take yet. So I think we could do worse than just selling. But if we try and get like a sniper entry, the risk reward that you get and selling into weakness, as in when it's oversold, quite often it gives you a bounce and gives you a better entry. It's just where's that better entry? Does it pull back some before continuing? Like, it hasn't really on this time frame, 30-minute time frame, it never really got into overbought to get into the trade. But if we drop it down a time frame, we go to, like, say 10-minute, then these swings were probably enough for price to get on the stocky to get overbought. So at the moment, the 30 minutes oversold. So it'd be nice if there's like even a shallow pullback, and on the lower time frames, what that translates to is a pullback. And if we can get a pullback into overbought, then I think that would probably be a good place to get in, to assuming that we can continue this trend down. It's just when just depends on what London wants to do. London didn't really give us, like, it was a very nice session for us last week, but on Friday. But see, like, even on Friday, it doesn't look like much of a pullback. It stayed oversold for quite some time. But what we were looking at on the London Open last week was on the low time frame. So I'll go to the 2 minutes, it's a little bit cleaner. On the 2 minute, what we had was pre-London push down. We had the consolidation. This is the, I think it was this candle here. No, this blue one. That was the German Open. We saw it push down. This is the London Open candle. London Open pushed up. It retested this little area, this little bit of structure across there. And then remember, the trade idea was, we're not sure how high London's going to go, but once London is trading underneath the London Open, which was this blue candle, once we started trading underneath the blue candle, that's what executed sells here. And then price came back and retested that area, and it couldn't really get back above it because it was just sell. So kind of the same thing, that kind of want to see what London does on the Open. And it'll be so much easier if it does go up, but it looks like, yeah, it's not looking too good for any buys. So let's see if I don't like entering before London opens. So we do have a little bit of liquidity here. Yeah, it's gonna be a long wait. Actually, 6 minutes. We've done a covered a fair bit of ground. What's stocks doing? Stocks is falling. France 40s just dumping. Adelaide, where I have a couple of 30-min dojis. Balance near the top of the Euro session, but it might come back for. Oh, this one's here. But that'd be nice if it did, wouldn't it? Came back for this. Oh, my coffee's here. Gosh, coffee's just been sat there for 20 minutes. So maybe buy to sell. Yeah. Any guys got any other levels? Or who's
Short
who, oh, you what? Sorry, you short what? Someone say they shorted something. See, the thing is as well that with this news, there's probably a lot of people that are thinking sells make sense. So if everyone's thinking sells, London could easily try squeeze those shorts. Oh, see, the timing of this is suspicious. US tariff plan is prohibitive for mutual trade. I'll speak of US counterparts later today. We're approaching a good outcome for both sides with the US. So I'm sure there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. They've been working on this all weekend, I'm sure. So yeah, I think even more reason just to be careful. Just be careful that you don't get caught in a short squeeze. If there is a sudden turnaround where there is a sort of some resolution to this standoff with tariffs, then I just don't see the accumulation just yet, though. So I think there's probably one more leg down, one more markdown leg, markdown before they start to accumulate. But it could easily be as well that London can shoot down, and that could absorb all these sellers into the market, and then it could actually be a fairly quick recovery to put the squeeze on if there is some sort of deal. So the hour candle or 4-hour candle, it literally could end up maybe closer to the 4-hour candle, but it literally could be something that does this. Like wicks down into these areas. And this area kind of makes sense as well. This little zone, a little bit of structure before price was able to break out. Could you guys see a world where that happens? We get one more sell off, and it wicks all the way down into this area of demand, and then it's like a fairly big rejection, and then we start getting headlines coming out after the rejection's already happened that EU has decided to give in to Trump and then open up the agriculture markets to some bleached chicken and stuff like that. Who knows?
Yeah, I like that blue level you've got in there. That's why I'm sort of looking for it to move down and then try and pick up some buys.
Yeah. And because this is a fairly easy level to see, this one. This one here is fairly easy to see. So I'm sure there will be some people that are thinking potentially buy the dip who could just do a bit of a squeeze on them and then force them to offload those buy positions at a worse price, which then allows institutions, if they do want to slowly accumulate, but they could dollar cost average as well, iceberg into it. So price could just grind down, and that could be accumulating along the way. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of resolution this week, but the CPI is a warning. That's a real concern. The CPI on Tuesday, such a flip of the coin, that inflation stuff. Okay, into the final minute. Looking forward to see what MicroStrategy opens up today as.
I know, Bitcoin's gone through the roof again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just flying.
And Sui, look at Sui. I see Aptos, and it was like, had some pretty good gains the last few days. Just shows you the power of losses in this market. It's gone up the last couple of days 11%, but compared to like where I bought it, no, I bought it where I buy it. I think I bought it around somewhere around here. So it's still got to go up like another huge amount of percent. It's because like you could have 400% gain, but if you already lost 90%, doesn't catch up at all. Okay, guys, start your engines. This is the open. This first little minute of London Open. So 27 pips. Michael Adelaide, are you guys still in Tassie? You back up now? Cool. Must be glad to get away from the cold weather. Not that much warmer on Tamarine. Oh. I guess it's the night times though. Night times aren't as cool. Stocks open way down. Cool. Alrighty, that was my next question. Okay, so we're getting overbought on the 1 minutes with that move. Haven't even retested though Asia low. So probably maybe a 3 or a 4 or a 5 minute. So just be patient, guys, as well. Don't jump into anything. Don't. Last thing we want to do is be in drawdown in the first 5 minutes of the new week.
Oh.
So we'll mark up the London Open though. So the London Open is right here. So breaking underneath the London Open and staying underneath will facilitate more downside. So let's change this. That's London Open, the green line. So everyone's looking for sells. So London will put a squeeze on them first. If they're thinking market on open, sell. London will squeeze them first. How's do I dare ask how the prop account's going, Justin?
So first few days went well. I'm slightly under where I started that phase 2. I don't know what happens when I go into phase 2. It doesn't seem to go particularly well, but I'm still trading it, so I'm sort of moving back towards
cool.
break even, and then I seem to sort of do the hard bit, and then get into phase 2, and it just doesn't seem to go too well.
Yeah.
I'm being patient. I'm
Yeah.
working towards sort of getting back to levels.
Yeah, grind it out until you can get positive.
Yeah.
Like, don't take any like huge risk until you can get back above in front. Okay. So first 5 minutes nearly in the bag. Fairly bullish 5-minute candle. Yeah, I'm kind of keen to let this one just work out where it's going to top out. So back below the green line, start looking to target this first yellow level, which would be about 70 pips to the downside. So getting some similar price action to Friday, where price pushed up, and then we created like this little tiny support. So see if this one can actually break down, or does it reject this little support? Where's Frankfurt? This is Frankfurt Open, this blue candle. So I'm planning on something like this. Planning on something like this initially. And then after that, potentially can extend the take profit down to here. See, the reversal divergence was there, then not. I wonder if it has something to do with this line having to be angled down. Yeah, so it's looking, at the moment it's definitely looking, so if it gets too far away from this London Open price, then I'll look to see if we can get a different entry. You're short triggered, Mike? Yeah, mine's this level here to close underneath now. It's a price has gone a bit high up there. So for it to come all the way down to then trigger the trade is not something like I just put this idea away for a second. Careful what you're doing. So 57, you were looking at entering. That was the Asia low, wasn't it? Around here. Okay.
Hi, Hayden.
Hey, Mike. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. I'm just jumping on now.
Cool.
You looking at shorts today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Trying to find an
Gap
entry.
down a little bit.
Yeah. That's why I thought London would probably push up initially. So just trying to find an entry.
So you haven't got any on at the moment?
No, I thought my first idea was let it push up and then see what it does around this like euro high. And then if it starts trading back underneath the London Open, then to take a short from there. But it went up 60 pips. So now for it to come all the way down 60 pips before triggering my trade, like that's just, you know, it's going to need maybe it needs a water break after traveling 60 pips. So I don't want to enter here in case it's just a bounce.
Yeah, fair enough.
So the thing that I was concerned of is a lot of people have probably reflected over this news on the weekend that the market was going to open up down, and that's what it did. It gapped down, and it's continued trending down. So now it's like it's already gone pretty low. That if everyone's looking for sells from the open, price will probably do the opposite. And then there's a headline here about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, from this guy. He, maybe it's not a guy, Seth Kovic. We approached a good outcome for both sides with the US. So,
All right.
So we'll see.
There you go. You had a look at your Bitcoin?
Yeah, man, crazy, hey.
Yeah. XRP's coming back.
Yeah, Stello as well. Stello's gone mental.
Yeah, Solana's not doing too much though. She's pretty flat. I mean, she's coming up, but not nowhere near the rest, like the rest.
Yeah, it's been, it sort of just rotates now though between the altcoins.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting to get some. This is the area that I thought we could have got to. This area. This is where Adelaide pointed out as well. These little dojis up here.
Just got some good news out of China as well today.
You did or we did? The market did?
No, the market did, yeah. My AliExpress shipment turned up. That's my good news, but no. Yeah.
So 90 pips already moved up from these lows. $5-minute now is getting overbought though, which is at least the risk reward now is getting there. So could we look for another? Yeah, see this big drop, like where it kind of accumulate here, then just dump. This is a very interesting level now. think I'm going to be targeting. See how this candle closes. See how the next couple close, but kind of interested now if price can close underneath this candle. And now if it can close underneath this candle, I'll like something like this. First target, second target, third target. So, because you've got a little triple wicker here now. Like this is very close to closing. That's that triple.
You reckon this is the manipulation from London, Hayden?
What do you mean manipulation from London?
Oh, sort of a pump and dump kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I do wish that headline though wasn't out about I do wish this wasn't there. I don't know who this person is. I don't know how. So trade chief Sefcovic. I kind of wish he didn't say nothing. But we've kind of got a rejection candle here. That triple wick area is like this now. So I want to see if this one can close underneath. If this one can close underneath, then I think the sell order will make sense to trade back down to London Open. So the 1 minute's kind of got back to this little level here. Kind of rejecting it. Yeah, let's see if this is London pushing price up. If we see price bounce around in here, then I'd really like to then take it down and further. Maybe create divergence around here to see if price can just stall. If price keeps on, if it doesn't really make any higher highs, but kind of consolidates here, then I'll be pretty comfortable taking sells. Price will probably just absorb some more buyers into the market. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna short this. Let's see. Yeah, if it comes back down, kind of a bit strong, that little 1 minute candle. Yeah, if it comes back down, yeah, I think that's going to be a fairly safe move. This will be my sell idea now. If it can come back down and break this low again. Okay, so I'm looking for this now. I don't like that kind of rejection there. But if this is just a failure, the price is coming back down, then I'll be happy to take a sell. So basically be a sell stop. Come on, down you go. Need a quick one today because we've got to go visit a nursery in about. We have to leave in about an hour. Only time we could get in. This is annoying. I was really wanted to go on a Tuesday or Wednesday, but Maddie's going to have to come with. Man, she's been a bit of a pain in the ass lately. All right, if this breaks the low of this candle, I'm in this trade. So entry just underneath here. Oh, there we go. I'm in.
Bench.
Okay, I'm triggered. It's triggered.
You're busy. You sound busy.
I know.
Okay, come on. Drop, drop, drop. Go down, get down, get down. Who's in this trade, guys? You guys in? Adelaide, you're in?
I'm in.
Paul, you're in?
Yeah, mate.
Daniel's in?
I am.
Simon's in?
Yeah.
Everyone's in.
Yeah.
All right. We're all in together. Let's hold hands and kumbaya. Come on, Joe. Don't do
You're going
it.
to reduce your exposure at London Open.
Yeah,
Hayden?
yeah. Monday morning I'll be because of the way that this moved up, I'll take some off the table down here.
Yeah.
Come on, German. Come on. If it look, I'm going to move to break even now because I think it's if it came back up again, I'm like I wouldn't give up on the sell idea, but I'd be a bit concerned about it going back up for another run up to the top if it does reject from here. And you're about 1-to-1 already, so just be careful here. So when it gets close to 1-to-1, that's when I'm not really willing to give much back. I'm not taking anything off the table yet because I want to get that 2-to-1. Was it 2-to-1? It was about 1.7-to-1. I am a little bit concerned about this little zone though, but hopefully it just gives us a straight one. Once it picks up momentum, I'll take a bit off here at the London Open. But it's risk-free now because I don't particularly like it if it rejects this area. But it's not enough to scare me out of the trade. I mean, but if you're at 1-to-1 and being Monday morning, I wouldn't begrudge anyone from taking a little bit of profit off the table. Because this is what we want to start.
I pulled over my car and entered short from the top because I was testing the underside of a trend line. Quickly opened my laptop and connected to my phone and placed a trade. So
trading and driving.
So I'm kind of wary because here they're really strict, obviously, in Australia about mobile phones and things. So I've got like your session on my mobile phone. I've got Tradingview and MT5 on my laptop on the passenger seat. So I'm probably not particularly.
Yeah, be careful.
yeah, I'll be mindful.
That's what because our new car's got a very lovely display screen going across, and if you're pulled out, if the car's stationary, you can watch movies on that screen.
Yeah.
But when it's driving, you can't. And I was like, how can I figure out how to Tradingview instead of maps on here? And there's a Fire Stick you can get that plugs into the USB, and it like overrides the car safety, so that you can use you can just have it. So I don't know, I'm not gonna watch videos and stuff when I'm driving, but it's nice to have like price. Okay, so kind of is showing some. It's not loving this level down here.
Just sitting on a monthly close as well, monthly
Right.
close line, and a touch point of previous neckline of previous. I don't know. It's a 4-hour one daily neckline, but I've got that marked up where it's sitting right now.
And Euro 50% as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All the way that same line.
I'm kind of thinking my stop loss is in a precarious position here at break even. I was thinking what I should have done was when it was down at this level, because this really is an opposing level.
Yeah.
I could have taken like 10-15% off the trade and left my stop above this no wick candle, and effectively it's a break even as well. I'm going to do that actually. Yeah. Right now I'm taking a little bit off the trade, just a little bit. My stop loss is above here now. Hopefully it's just me being safe, but that's basically 1-to-1. But my stop loss being up here now is basically break even, but it's got a little bit more protection. So hopefully it doesn't want to make a run up and pass at this again. Hopefully it just breaks down. But we're a bit oversold in the stocky, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a bounce because we're also at a little bit of structure here to the left. It's still break even. Could have just taken a bit off the table, but that was your 1-to-1. Let's check the 5s. 5 minute. Yeah, man, we'll be able to breathe easier when it's underneath London Open. Because if it's underneath London Open, then all of this could be the manipulation where price is pushed up, try offload at better prices, attract some buyers in the market. But once we're underneath here, London, I doubt London will put themselves purposely and draw down. If they were thinking longs, they won't want price to be underneath here. So if price is underneath here and comfortably underneath here, this is where now some scaling opportunities come into it to then target some of these lower levels, like this yellow zone or this blue zone. But whilst London's above the open, it's a dangerous place to be. So make sure trade management's, first and foremost is to protect your capital. Okay, hopefully that's it. Would have been stopped out. Still going to get stopped out. You bastard. Okay. Well, break even. So now I'm still happy with the sell idea, but the price action is complicating it. If price is coming back down again, I'm still happy to commit to sells again. So, but at the moment the price action is a bit bullish. But on the 1 minutes as well, kind of was like a bit of a flag formation, like this. Price London Open, little wick down, grabbed some liquidity. Price has sort of rallied, rallied, created that flag down, kind of broken out of this trend line now. So need to see if this is just that, a fake out or not.
Yeah.
Any headlines? Chinese headlines. All right. Well, first 30 minutes kind of pushed up, left a wick. Now it looks like we're doing a wick fill for the 30 minutes. So it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. It was a good trade. Just didn't get anywhere near where we wanted it to go.
Do you think this is going to come down? Hey,
I hope so. Well, this price action is concerning. This one here.
Yeah.
This right here. That's concerning. So breaking out like that and then drifting.
grinding up.
Yeah, it looks like it's well and truly going to take that high now because of this little price action. So if you were looking for sells, now's the time just to be a bit cautious.
Is a 30-minute imbalance just a bit higher than that high as well, isn't there?
Yeah, that's right.
Go all the way.
But we're getting decently overbought, but that price action there, just be careful. Just be very careful. It's good for longs if you're in for longs, but you are fighting the overall trend going long. So I think just wait for the easy opportunities. I mean, the stocks are still. What are the stocks doing, Michael? They look down still for me. I know something like SAP and Siemens still, yeah, still. Just wondering like if they're improving, but it looks like SAP's still down. What's SAP doing now? Because at the moment, because mine's delayed. Rounding up slow. Yeah, okay. I think that's the issue here. So it was a good attempt. Did anyone actually take profit at 1-to-1?
Me, but then I bought back in again and worked it out.
Right. Yeah, we should have taken more off at 1-to-1, but it's okay. Big caps pushing up strong.
Well overboard.
Yeah, we're getting overbought now.
Yeah, took me out when I dragged the thing to basically break even. So I'm out and I couldn't find another entry. So it's looking a bit funny today, being Monday.
There was no other entry though for
No, that's what I
jump
mean.
back
Yeah,
in.
so that's it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
only if it like this one that grabbed that came back up. So once it rejected this area, that was
Yeah.
the warning sign being oversold. So that's why it was good risk management. Now that prices made a run up higher, this looks really suspicious to me. We are getting overbought. So don't jump into sells. The sell will be if price is coming back down again from down.
Yeah, for sure.
Or if price pushes up into this area, but we slow and we start to like distribute. If we do that, like this, I mean, look at if people think sell from here, then it's pretty high risk at the moment because price action is pretty bullish, but sometimes these entries really pay off. But I think wait to see if price slows down, and then if price is looking
Okay, then imbalance.
Oh yeah, did it? Oh yeah,
I think so.
all right here, yeah. That's the issue though. Is like when it goes down from the weekend, and it's been all bearish. Like this is the low of the week so far. So I'm sure I still think there's a good chance that we come down lower, but the only thing that complicates it is whether there is some sort of resolution to this deal or not. Because they'll be moving fast, but I still, it's July 14th, so they've got to August 1st. So they've got time. If they were smart, they wouldn't rush into Trump announcing tariffs on Friday, having a deal done by Monday. To me, that's a bit of a panic. So I think make it look irresistibly strong for people to flip their bias. No longer looking for sells. Now they're looking for buys, and that will be the time that London is. They don't want to crash price because people will go straight away from buys back to sells. So it makes sense for price to grind here. If price can grind, we're decently overbought now for quite a while. Where is the VWAP? Let's ask that question. VWAP's ages away.
Where are you walking?
Oh, you're in drawdown, Sarah. It's unusual. Normally a sniper. All right, how are we going to get back into this? Come on. Okay, so I think above here, so everyone that traded in pre-London, and we've got like this whole area. So this would be a fairly decent area for people to think, oh, look, this is super strong, and maybe it is just going to keep on going up. That's why I want to see like a fair bit of confirmation before jumping in. But divergence above here would be very interesting. Good paper. You're running some notes. Go here, baby. I own the M25. Yeah, horrible road. Horrible road. Yeah, but this, like, I'm not going to lie, this does, to me, signal strength.
Yeah, so how did
Gosh.
Trump
Yeah, I got caught on that road. When was it? I was going to see a mate down in London, and there was so much traffic on the Saturday. It directed me onto N25, and there was more accidents. It was just like it was the best of a bad situation, and I got stuck in, like, it was literally an hour where I was just creeping forward because there was so many lanes closed, and I literally got to the front of the queue, and that was when the tow truck took off and the policeman let everyone go. I literally just for an hour crawled. If I was an hour later, traffic would have definitely started flowing. I got to the front of the queue before then, just everyone was able to go. I think that trip took on that day specifically, I was going down to London. It was 7 hours to get to London from Yorkshire. Absolutely insane.
I would be from here to Byron Bay in that time.
Yeah, well, I actually got to London in 2.5 hours to the outskirts of London, and then to actually get through London was about 4.5 hours. So
Yeah, you can keep that.
yeah,
That's fine.
250 kilometers smooth, 2.5 hours, going 110, and then or 70 miles, and then when you get to London, I had to go 20 miles. That's what I had to go. So like 30k, 32 k's to 4.5 hours. Absolutely insane.
Well, at least you had, an Aston Martin to drive, and that made it better.
No, that was when we had the Citroen, the little hatchback.
I think good look car, mate.
There was one intersection which took about an hour as well, where you just couldn't turn left. It was you had all these you had to turn. I had to turn left, but this was the main road, and I had to turn left then left, but you had all these cars from 4 lanes because there was like roadworks as well that are all coming into this lane. So this was just like this most leftist lane was just gridlocked because people kept on going in and then cut it in the front. So this left lane just literally couldn't. There's literally about 50 minutes, and I think like 4 cars had gone through. I turned around, did a big backtrack, and then like took me about 15 minutes to do that, to like get to a better area to get in. But I would have still been sat there. Probably still be sat there today. 7 months later, I would have still been on this little intersection.
That's horrendous.
Yeah, it was absolutely horrible. The good news was the only small consolation was that the time that I got to the congestion charge area, because I had to go to centre London. By the time I got there, it was no longer the congestion fees had like the toll it was after the toll period. So silver lining. Literally got through that area I left at 11 a.m. and the time I got to that area where you got I think it's like £12.50. Just got to it was it ends at 6 o'clock. At 6:05 I got through that area. So there's always a positive.
Yeah, it's Maddie's graduation today, so we're on our way. It's just a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully, it's not till 5:30, but we need to be there and seated and stuff.
Right.
So I said, let's leave at 7. And where are we now? It's almost 9.
Yeah, we were rushing. It wasn't. I don't think it was when was it? We drove to France, and we thought would give us heaps of time, and then we got to the M25 where we turn off from the M1, and we had to be at the Eurotunnel, Folkestone, by a certain time, within an hour before travel or so. And we stopped, we made really good time, and then we stopped at the services just to use the bathroom, get Maddie, change Maddie's nappy, and I just started seeing the Google Maps just rapidly increase the time, and I was like, oh no. So we got back into the car, and then that hour that we had we had easily an hour spare, just very quickly evaporated, and then it was going to get us to the destination half an hour after we were meant to have left. That's crazy. So we're just giving up basically. We thought we're going to miss the train. Crappy traffic, standstill, and then when that Google Maps says alternative route, save 50 minutes, I was like, yes. It's found a detour. All right, so promising, taking out the pre-London high. We've taken out this whole area now. I still see this as strength though, and we are now oversold in the stocky. So I want to see if price can consolidate here. If price can consolidate and look like they're distributing, we could start to break down. But at the moment, there's definitely no sells yet because we're oversold in the stocky. And this is just potentially a pullback to previous highs. divergence on 10. Yeah, we want to see. I still think the sells is going to be better once we're back underneath this green line. So I think we need to take out this strength here. To me, that's a real warning sign right there. So my sells again is going to be underneath here to trade down. I think that makes sense. Just let it take out this, and I don't want to have a sell stop, because if this is strength, price can literally just react off of it and then go back up again. So I do want to see it kind of push down and like threaten to break, and then break it. But the 1 minutes, this looks intimidating. 10 and 15 minute, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad, but we are like, this is a big uptrend, and it depends if Trump is going to chicken out. Who knows? At the moment, that headline, again, go back to that headline, not something that I wanted to see for sells. At the moment, is anyone long?
What?
No positions? Yeah, flat. Interested if we get retest off the 15-minute imbalance. Just watching memes on the silver. Got crypto man still pumping. Sui's 13% today. What's silver at? Silver's okay. What about what's happening with stocks 50 and France 40? So Stocks 50. This was a decent level. So probably having a bit of a bounce because of European large cap. That's a decent zone for stocks 50. Come on, German, breakdown. Well, we're definitely seeing a slowness though. So kind of think that maybe this is the distribution. One hour candle's coming to a close. 1 hour candle's looking pretty decent. But if we kind of reject here, then I think we could, there's a good chance then that if we start breaking down, put some pressure on this level again, then we could actually see that downside come in. Just for the first hour, London wanted to like stabilize the market, try turn people's bias, get some buyers into the market so they can offload some more sells. So breaking these highs with any strength will kind of negate that idea. If we do get like a pretty reasonable breakout, that kind of kills that. But if we can just keep on staying inside of here, accumulating, if we start breaking down, I think there's a good chance for that sell-off. Yeah, I'm still comfortable with the sell bias today. I'm not going to flip my bias. If it is long, then fair play to it. So I'm just going to try and navigate into sells, but I don't want to like sell obviously into obvious strength. I know how dangerous that can be from trying to short a stock market with the squeeze. But I think there's a good chance we can continue breaking down. Just got to be super careful with your entry. Yeah, there's a definite slowness here. Look at this. Just the last nearly 15 minutes, price has just absolutely died. So I'm sure something's coming. Offloading risk. There's probably some announcement coming up. Not sure what it's going to be, but if the announcement comes in and it's negative, we'll see a pretty reasonable drop. It could actually, because if volume's disappearing here, then whatever that news comes in, positive or negative, I'm pretty sure there'll be like a pretty quick candle. But I think that direction of that candle will set the tone for the rest of the session. But this is definitely like price quieting down, most likely volume getting low. I mean, it could be the opposite. It could be accumulating, but I'd say in this current market, I'd say it's probably more likely that this is distribution rather than accumulation. Looks like gold is pushing up again. Yen is still weak, as in like it was strong, but it looks like it's basically giving back everything. It's almost filling the gap. Kind of filled the gap already, but it looks like it's giving it up. NAS was strong. US 30 was strong. Okay, oh, look at this. Got some movement now. So 9 o'clock, first minute of the new hour candle. So first hour closed quite bullish. Now, let's see. So prices dropped on that. Pretty low volume, guys, because you don't normally, like, right on the hour to see something drop. What was that? 27 pips. This could set the stage. So we want to see this little price action here. We want to see if that was truly if they were truly strong, this price action they need to defend because they won't want to put themselves in drawdown. So here is really make or break. If we're pushing underneath that, then I think it's downtown. But if we're actually holding here, this is a previous area demand because this is where price accumulated for a few minutes and it led to a new higher high for the London session, able to take out the pre-London high, and then it looks like distribution. So now let's just see whether there actually are buyers still in this area. But if price is breaking down, then I think we can target those sells again. And this will be my last trade that I'll be able to take because, like, mindful of the time, I've got to go check out this nursery very soon. So make or break area, this shaded part right here. This is make or break. Really trying to pressure this area. Let's break it. So that's that. Yeah, that green line being tested again. Come on, that's a good candle down. Come on. So really hesitating here. Okay, come on, drop down. Okay, again, decently oversold here again, the 1 minutes. Hopefully it's not such a low volume session that it just keeps on bouncing. I want to get a good drop, get decently oversold, but then be able to give it room so that once it's oversold from down, say here, that it can have a pullback and it can get back into overbought, but that overbought is just below previous structure. And then just so we can continue that trending structure down. It's looking good. The more we break down this area, to me, it just made sense for my idea anyway, my primitive little brain. It made sense that this was just to induce buyers, and then this was the accumulation, the distribution, sorry. And our price looks like it's breaking down decently.
I didn't buy it. You're gonna buy it, isn't it?
Okay, come on.
I'm because you are.
Come on, drop.
Yeah.
All right, so just wanted to see if it can close underneath here, and then my entry will just be about here. Okay, and then target the yellow zone. I'm going to leave it now to the hands of the gods. Hopefully, it can come back, trigger me in. But I'm going to have to go look after Mads. Okay, so so let me just post this in the Discord, but this is what I'm targeting. I'll just try run it up a bit higher time frame. Good close on the 5 minute, very good close. Very good close. Uh-oh, the cat's out.
What's she moaning about now?
All right. I've got to scoot, guys, unfortunately. So this thing's gonna, but I've got an entry here now. Looking for it just to pull back. Just to give it one more little retest. Got to get it oversold on the stocky. So it'll trigger. Stop loss is just above the London high. Don't really, it kind of invalidates if it's breaking the London high now. And I'm looking for it to go down to this yellow section. And if it gets to that yellow section with some force, the next target is this blue section. Okay, that just pulled me into the trade just then. I don't know how it happened, but my trade just triggered right there. I don't know how that happened, but oh, it's the spread. Sorry, bloody hell, sorry. It's Forex.com. It's Forex.com and my Pepperstone chart triggered in because the spread's 13 pips. Not spread. The price feed's 13 pips different. This thing, yeah, okay. That dragged me into it. Anyway, we'll probably come back up here and run it again. But I'll leave it there. So that's the idea, guys. Alrighty. Third time, trying to break underneath this. If we're breaking underneath this for the third time, then look, down she goes, especially if she gets back underneath London Open. And the idea is the same, that this was just to try drag buys in the market. This is the idea I'm running with. I could absolutely be wrong, but this is the idea, that this was the drag buys in the market. We had the distribution up the top. Price is now starting to break down. Hopefully hopefully selfishly for our trade, my trade, is that talks with the US break down between the EU and US, and that we can just drop price lower to try find a better point of entry before we start resuming our long bias. Okay, so overall the bullet over time, I've got no doubt that we keep on going back up, but for the sake of just be profitable today, I would love to see it just drop a little bit further into these lower demand zones. TP is this yellow section. So on Pepperstone, BLACKBULL, prop accounts, the price is different to Forex.com. I just made a stupid mistake there. But about 23,950. Like this is Monday last week's lows. Yeah, Monday last week low, whatever price that is on your broker. Okay. Oh, it's well and truly triggered anyone in now. Okay, guys, I've got to run. So good luck for the rest of today. I'll catch you all.
Bye, everyone.
See you, Danny.
Yeah, see you guys.
Take care, guys. Should be in the trade now.
Fine.
So let's wish us luck.
Thanks, Hayden.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.